Welcome to Milwaukee. We're here at the 41st Milwaukee Irish Fest. It's the biggest music and cultural event in the world. There are 16 stages, there are 100 acts, and there are 4,000 volunteers, and of course, hundreds of thousands of people attending this 4-day event.
Take this road every other day to leave for somewhere new and far away. Though I may be gone, please don't be blue. My heart is always there at home with you. 'Cause I'm home, I'm happy to be home. I'm home. To be home with you. Counting minutes and counting miles, closing my eyes just to see your smile. Always in my dreams, you're never really far. Wishing every second to be right where you are. Think about the past and the times we've had. I smile for tomorrow and it makes me glad. Any road I travel and it doesn't matter where. The end of every journey I will always find you there. Yes, I'm home, I'm happy to be home. Home, and it feels like I was never alone. Home, I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be home with you.
Mike, thank you for joining us. I know you're extremely busy at the fest here today. First of all, you were a volunteer before you became executive director of the festival.
I was a volunteer for 28 years here, and then had the opportunity to actually become an employee and the executive director here. And it's like a dream job. It's something that you always never think could possibly happen, and then when it did, it was just like a miracle that happened. We have 4,000 volunteers that make it all come together, and without each one of those 4,000 volunteers, this could not happen. We're very unique in this community. Milwaukee has a venue that is unsurpassed by anywhere else in the world. I've never found a venue quite like the Milwaukee Irish Fest venue that we have. 16 stages of live entertainment, over 100 musical acts, and we do this at such an affordable price. There's not an excuse in the world for people to come down and enjoy it. We have people that come from Milwaukee, obviously, but also from Northern Illinois, throughout the Midwest, throughout the country, and throughout the world. We have guests right now that are here from everywhere in the world. I'm already planning 2024. So we're in 22. I'm already booking acts for 23, and we're already planning 24.
Any idea the amount of numbers of people that come through those gates over the 3-4-day event?
Our normal patronage is 100,000 plus. And we usually have anywhere in excess of 100,000 that come. And another interesting thing that we have done surveys, and 30% of the people that walk through these gates will come to Ireland and visit in the next 2 years.
And of course, the sponsors play a very important part. You have a lot of the Irish Bond, Aer Lingus, and you have all the various other companies here as well that make it happen.
So you call them sponsors, I call them partners. These are people that work with us throughout the year. They help support us financially, but they also help support us logistically, providing the things that we need. We need support from Aer Lingus, we need support from all of the counties in Ireland, Tourism Ireland, Culture Ireland. All of the various government entities that are over there are part of what makes what we do possible.
Colleen, what's actually happening here this evening?
Today is our gathering. Okay, so we're bringing people together as part of the whole festival. But then the function we have tonight is to honor both our sponsors and also our VIP guests. And that would include all of our guests from Ireland, who help us really give a feel of Ireland to this festival. This year, we are so happy to have the Irish back. We have wonderful Irish-American entertainers, which really carried the weight last year because we couldn't bring people in. But this year, we're just overjoyed to have so many entertainers joining us. So every kind of music. You can go from trad to rock and everything in between. So something for everyone.
I believe that you were awarded Volunteer of the Year.
Yes, I was, after 40 years of work. Yes, I'm very honored to do it. I get to be in a parade, and I've been practicing my Queen wave.
It delights me, a legendary broadcaster, Cayley House here in Milwaukee. Kieran Hanlon, lovely to see you here at the Milwaukee Irish Fest. And of course, it's a long time since you were here previous to this.
Well, it's a good few years. I'd say it must be close to 40 years when I was here with Stockton's Wing that time. But it has probably expanded an awful lot, but the atmosphere is the same. There's fantastic enthusiasm for the music and the culture. And I'm visited the Mayo area here, but I had to go and see the Clare crowd as well, just to kind of keep it all balanced. But there's just a brilliant atmosphere in the place. What's special about it, if you're a performer, if you get asked to play in Milwaukee, it gives you great credibility as far as the rest of the festivals are concerned in North America. So if you're invited to play in Milwaukee, you must have something to offer. So the other festivals are inclined to come along and see what's happening. So I think it's brilliant from that point of view as a performer. Now, the Milwaukee gang come over to us at Tradfest each year in Dublin looking for new talent. So they're brilliant from that point of view of unearthing new talent and bringing them to North America and giving them a start here. So artistically, it's just a fantastic experience. From the point of view of the audience and the punters, let's say, going around, so look at, you go from one stage to the next. You're Lisa Canny there, Great Mayo connection. You have Box and Banjo on the next stage. There's just a huge connection all the way around. So the exposure that happens here, the atmosphere, everybody loves their music here, which is quite phenomenal.
Would you ever consider doing a Cayley House radio show from here?
I'd have to talk to the powers that be at home and out here as well. I'd be delighted to do it, because I came out here with the Temple House Cayley Band one time. It's amazing. You have the big stages and the big stars, but you also have a Gaeltacht area, you have Corach racing, so you would have a Cayley kitchen up there as well. So it's phenomenal, the breadth of stuff that goes on here.
This is my 42nd year, so I have been happy and excited to be a part of this, especially the aspects, the cultural aspects. I trained as a historian, and that's one thing that I really want to get out, the cultural aspects of the festival and the historical aspects of the festival, and even the fun aspects of Ireland culture. So that's one of the reasons I'm here, and it's one of the reasons I come back every year, and I will until I figure that it's just time to go away.
Now, you're here at the Culture Centre here as well at the Milwaukee Irish Fest. Do you get a lot of interest from people coming browsing around at the festival here?
Yeah, we do. You know, people come by our tent, which is the Gael Talk, which is Irish language entertainment, and there's also the Conor na Gaeilge tent, so Irish language promotion, books, lectures, and so on. And people are like, oh, where can I study? Or I've been doing Duolingo, but I'd really rather do something with people in person. And so it's always, you know, we always pick up some people who are interested that way. Or they're just curious, like, how do you say this? Or what does that mean? Or what does my name mean?
So would you say the Irish language is thriving here in North America?
I'd say the interest in it is very strong. We haven't seen a decline in it. We've been seeing more and more people all the time writing to us and saying, gosh, you know, do you have classes open? I'd love to start.
And there are also online classes now, so there's even more availability for people to take Irish classes here.
And you do bring people to Ireland to go to the Gaeltacht as well, don't you?
Yes. The moods are in Gararua, la Arsichain, in Ravis Doyeg, August in Lanchalimkilya, Gidges Gael, and Vlin Dargion. So we were able to study in the Gaeltacht 2 different times, and we've had several of our students manage to get scholarships to go study in the Gaeltacht in the summer, which we're very, very proud of.
Fáilte Rash, you're very welcome back to part 2 of the programme. Well, a lot of dignitaries from Ireland travelled over to America as guests of the Milwaukee Irish Fest. Will you get an opportunity to enjoy some of the festivities here at the Milwaukee Fest?
Oh yeah, well, as a politician you work 24/7, you know, you never let the hair down, but this is all very enjoyable. It really is fantastic to see, but it brings home to me how important it is for Irish people here in America, and it makes me think of all of our diaspora all around the world, that when events like this happen and they have an opportunity to come together, and maybe for the next generation, for their kids to learn what it is to be Irish and all about that, it's just so special to be a part of that. So this is really enjoyable. It doesn't feel like work to me.
Mayor, you're very welcome to Milwaukee. I believe this is your first visit.
It is indeed. This is my first of hopefully many visits to Milwaukee. The atmosphere here tonight on the opening night is just absolutely spectacular, and it's wonderful to see so many Irish here this evening representing the different counties in Ireland, because this is an incredibly important festival for Irish tourism, and I'm delighted to be here with my colleagues from Galway City Council and Galway County Council. The delegation from Galway has worked incredibly hard over 20 plus years to ensure that we form really good relationships here in Milwaukee, and as a result of that, Galway has hugely benefited from this festival. People that we talk to on the stands on a yearly basis, they feel our passion for it, and some of them come to Galway and actually look for us in Galway. So a lot would pop into Galway City Council asking to meet the delegation that was in Milwaukee the year before. So yeah, it's a really positive festival for tourism in Ireland. It's one of the biggest Irish festival in the world, and that's incredible to think that it takes place here in Milwaukee. And Galway is very proud that we have a very significant relationship with America, obviously our history, but we have twinned with 2 cities here. We've twinned with Chicago and we've twinned with Milwaukee. And the relationship in Chicago, that twin city relationship and agreement was signed 25 years ago this year. And we've been in Chicago just beforehand, and there's a delegation coming from Chicago over to Ireland on Tuesday. So those relationships are incredibly important, and it's been fantastic for tourism, and indeed I have no doubts about it that this festival will be a huge success for us again this year.
One event which was a surprise for me, yet lovely to watch, was the traditional curragh racing on the waterfront, which is situated at the edge of the festival grounds. There's curragh racing here in America.
You know, it's gaining in popularity. We have 10 clubs from as far west as Phoenix, Arizona, as far north as New London, Connecticut, and then we're the southernmost club. But more clubs are joining every year, and it's a lot of fun. And it's more of a family than it is a workout. you get all of it combined, and it's a great way to keep the Irish heritage alive. So we'll have 6 clubs, and we'll all compete against each other. There'll be approximately 10 races, and it's a mixed racing schedule. So we'll have a 4-man, a 4-woman, 2-man, 2-woman. We all race the same boat for every race, but we mix up who's in the boat for every race.
Archbishop, lovely to see you here in Milwaukee. You came specially here for the Irish Festival.
Yes. I was invited already 2 years ago in 2020 for the Irish Festival, and I couldn't come because of the COVID situation. And Father renewed the invitation last year. There was still COVID, so this year he insisted I should come. So here I am, and I'm very glad to be here for the Irish Festival.
And you were blessing the boats today.
Oh yes, I was very delighted to bless the boats, because I as a small boy I used to paddle a canoe, and I remember also by the way, St. Brendan also rode in a boat and came to these lands, exactly. So you see, the boat has a very great significance for Ireland, surrounded by water and also the means of transport, very easy. For your safety and for the good of your family as you ride in these beautiful boats. Amen.
Amen.
All the best. Thank you.
I didn't mention the Archbishop is here with his cousin, Father Benjamin, who just celebrated his 25 years as a priest in the Diocese of Philadelphia. So congratulations. All right. All the best.
You're also saying Mass here on Sunday.
Tomorrow, yes. Yes, I'll be here tomorrow. In fact, that's why I came, for the closing Mass for the Irish Fest. And we just came in from the place where it will take place, everything well organized. I'm very happy to celebrate that Mass, because it also shows the goodness of the people of Ireland is consolidated in a celebration. The idea of being together, to pray together, to eat together, to stay together. And this togetherness manifests, it shows the Irish person whom I have met here and there in different parts of the world, whether in Australia, or in Trinidad, or in Puerto Rico, or even now in the Czech Republic, or even in Haiti.
The Milwaukee Irish Fest over the years always brings the top musicians who attract music lovers from all over.
So many talented artists and bands here. I mean, there's so many stages as well. The grounds are so big that it's hard to get a chance to see everybody, but no, we have. We've gone around seeing loads of different bands, and the whole atmosphere is great. The vibe is great, and everyone's just so happy to be back. The energy from the crowds, the bands, it's just, like Dara said, a celebration of Irish culture, and just to be stuck in the middle of it again, it's just great.
It's great to be back at Milwaukee Irish Fest. I've been here since the mid-'80s, actually, since the very beginning, in with Cherish the Ladies, a good buddies of ours, Greenfields of America, my own band many times. We were here last year, this year. It's one of the greatest festivals, really, of Irish music and celebration in the world. So just brilliant to be a part of it, and heading up the scattering now this evening. So it's been a full but a wonderful week.
So we have an event that we call the Scattering. And this is an event where various musicians from various bands will come together and really just bid a farewell and a thank you to all the patrons who are still here at that point. A little secret thing that I will tell you about that you want to keep an eye out if you're here is after the Scattering, there's about 200 volunteers that will come to the mid-gate here, the main gate, and they will greet people as they are exiting and thank them for being here. It's a very touching moment if you can capture it.